Doug's company, Williams Brothers, is effective on a lot of different levels and for a lot of different reasons, but it's, I think, primarily because of Doug is why it's so effective.
He literally has built every major freeway in this city. His crowning achievement, of course, was the Katy Freeway. It was incredible, and it came in on time, on budget.
When he comes out to see you, either on a project or meet with you in the office, generally the first question he will ask you, what is it that I can do for you?
I see everything he does and how much he supports people and the opportunity that he has given, us as employees and the difference that he makes in everyone's life.
Doug looks at his workforce and sees them and sees a reflection of this city in his workforce, and he sees an opportunity to help each of those people improve their lives.
I actually was privy to a situation in his company because one of the women was in my Sunday school class. And she says, Doug Pitcock is a very compassionate man, and he saw that I was struggling at work, and he called me into his office and he gave me guidance on how to do better. And she was so amazed that someone at his level would just take the time to want to see her succeed.
He's very hard, very strict, very serious, but at the same time, he's very caring. He has a very soft side to him that I've been lucky enough to see. When he's in a good mood. When he does this, he's happy, and he'll sing a lot. He loves to sing, and if you listen, he'll sing the whole song for you.
His charitable contributions have been so quiet that most people are really not aware of them, but he's been a very active supporter of various charities.
I think Mr. Pitcock is committed to education because if you look at his background, he's a man from humble beginnings. And he got the opportunity to go to Texas A&M University, be a member of the Corps of Cadets, become an engineer, and look at what it's led to. And I think he understands that that never would have happened for him had he not gotten a good education at Texas A&M University.
I was awarded the Corps Scholarship, the Pitcock Scholarship. It's a competitive scholarship that requires a GPA and obviously some extracurricular activities in the Corps.
He offers opportunity at a time when opportunities don't come very often for our young people. But what's important also is the fact that our young people have got to be prepared to take advantage of that opportunity and move forward with it.
I'm definitely prepared. I definitely want to take this opportunity, and I want to graduate from Texas A&M, be the first in my family to do so, and to go on and be the first to actually go through medical school and residency and become a medical doctor. My father actually told me afterward that he was going to pursue his own bachelor's degree, and to be able to hear that from him, someone who I've looked up to my entire life, to say that he actually looked up to me is definitely an achievement and something that just shows how important education can be.
Well, I grew up over in a small area at Magnolia Park over in the East End. When you look at the Hispanic community, which is predominantly what the East End is, by the time you get to middle school, say 8th, 9th grade, 40% of our young people are no longer in school. The opportunities that Mr. Pitcock provides at places like Ripley House, where that middle school gap is filled, are huge for our community. That is where our young people get inspired to stay in school and graduate from high school. And then subsequent to that, to go on to college. To see it today and what it's become as a result of Mr. Pitcock's gracious donations is incredible.
Putty really brought out the best in Mr. Pitcock.
Putty and Doug were a great couple. They were a team, and they were a cheerleading squad for each other, and they worked well together, and they loved together, and they had a full life. Putty was somebody that he was very committed to, and truthfully, if you get into that relationship, I bet what you saw is two people that challenged each other to do more and more.
Well, they were formidable as a couple. They totally completed each other. I think that Doug made Putty better and Putty made Doug better, but together they changed the world.
What she did for people, she didn't look at it as philanthropy. She looked at it as doing the right thing.
I think it's been very hard without Putty because Putty was so much a part of Doug. It's like half of his heart is missing.
Work is what keeps him going, and he has always believed when you lose someone, the best way to continue is to stay busy. Don't spend your time feeling sorry for yourself.
Doug looked at me one day and said, "My father once told me the reason we're here on this earth is just to leave it a little bit better than when we got here."
His legacy will be seen in literally hundreds and hundreds of young people that graduate from college 8, 9, 10 years from now as a result of Mr. Pitcock's generosity.
Doug has a real sense that God has given him a very influential place in the community. And he doesn't take that lightly. I think he sees it as his way to honor God and to worship him.
Doug is one of the unsung heroes in this community and really in this state. And I think it's very appropriate that Neighborhood Centers is recognizing his contributions, and I thank Neighborhood Centers for doing that. Doug absolutely deserves that recognition, and I'm glad that he is allowing it to happen.
Congratulations, Doug.